a free kick here for Badgers. Are going to get a free kick here for Badgers. Are going to get it in quickly, all the way into the corner, and defend it out for a throw. We get back in quickly. Shot from the outside of the box. Almost bends it into the back corner. That's a good take. We couldn't get it to go. Might recognize a familiar face down there in the green shirt. Make sure Neldis Da has been voluntold to be the official for this one. Goalkeeper for Badgers Blue. They came out one short against Kalamazoo United 3-2 in our first game of the day. Quick free kick here for JEUL. In the blue, moving right to left across your screen, pass ahead to Yuso Sam. Sam plays it in high, a little too high, and oh, it's taken from the defender! And an easy goal for Papa Masar Diao. A tragic miscalculation in the back. Just a horrible misstep. The ball comes in high. The defender and the keeper not on the same page. Papa Masar Diao steps in and takes it. And JEUL leads 6 minutes in. That is a rough goal to concede. If you're the Badgers. This is the reserve squad. These guys are trying to make an impression. This is more or less a friendly tournament, not a whole lot at stake other than the trophy itself, but still, we want to make an impression. It's an opportunity to maybe get some minutes with the senior club. A lot of good players in this organization. Only so many shirts to go around in the top teams. Now for a goal kick for JEUL. Ndongo Diao, the goalkeeper today, wearing the gray shirt, which clashes only so slightly with the Badgers all-black uniforms. The feet of Mustafa Jop. Ball up in the air, won by the defense, cleared away. Settling it. Mogigie. Turned over by Bayi Moore, familiar face for Badgers fans. You've seen him around. Ball on the ground, Khalifa Sene. They're going to work it outside. Through Abdou Sene. And here comes Sene trying to get the cross in. Grounded cross, cleared out by the defense. And Badgers in possession, coming the other way. Poked away. Turned over. Good take by Sam. This is Moore. Just playing simple passes back and forth with Sam, trying to force the defense to change its shape. That ball outside, saved from going out into touch. Serigny fall. Gets knocked to the ground. Badgers keeping possession and Nda keeping the whistle in his mouth. And now he will blow it dead for a tackle. Man down for JEUL. 9 minutes in. So I believe that Da is calling the foul on the two-footed slide from Diao. as a player of the game, it definitely changes your perspective a little bit when you're forced to don the official shirt. Played 10 minutes, 1-0, JEUL. Now Da having a word with Joe Brinket, who's coaching both the black and blue squads, and I believe that is Abdou Sene who's over having a word. It's either Sene or it's Diao. I think it is Diao who's having a word with Da and also Brinket. Well, in any case, and the whistle had not blown. Da did not blow the whistle. And now I think he's just thrown Diao out of the game. I'm not sure what's going on. It's all the way on the other side of the field. Cannot hear the conversation that's happening. He initially pointed to the bench as if to say, get off the field. But Diao is still on the field. He did not blow the whistle. So the free kick shouldn't have been allowed to continue. And I think that's what Diao was trying to convince him of. But the initial signal was the kind of thing you would expect a referee to make to a player whom he is sending off. He didn't display a card or anything. But after all that disagreement, Badgers turn it over on the free kick. Long ball in is just cleared away, intended for Diao. It's going to roll out for the corner. It'll be interesting to see which players for this Badgers squad make an impression this weekend. Especially with the manager of the A team, as it were, senior squad, overseeing their operations. An opportunity to make an impression. So corner coming in. We swung in from the near corner. Five in the box. This one sent to the back post. Header! It's off the post! That was a nice corner. Right at the heads, right at the 6. Yuso Sam cannot be displeased with that corner. Sam, the player coach for this squad, the man responsible for that corner, did a nice job flighting that one in. Couldn't tell who got the head on it. I think it might have been Khalifa Sene. Hit the ground, then the post, and out for a goal kick. So good early chances for JEUL. Lead 1-0, trying to add to it already. Throw in down the line. And a whistle, and a foul. Sam will get it in quickly to Bailly Moore. In the middle, Sene. Down the line, into the corner. Swung in across, it's behind. Just a miss-hit. And it will be a goal kick. Goal kick for Badgers. Sent away to the middle and immediately taken away by Sene. Sene tries to poke it through the gaps, but it's headed clear. Taken away once again. Through ball is denied. Sene gets the ball back. Outside. Diao tries to bring it down, but lost control. That pass is picked off by Sene. In the middle, Moore. To Diao. Rips one across the face. Sene can't hold it. Taken away by Badgers. They're going to try to work with close control in the middle, but nothing. Taken away by JEUL. Papandene. The deep cross. A little bit over the head. And into the arms of the keeper. Halfway through the first half, 1-0 JEUL. Leading Badgers Black. Through ball, offside. He was way offside too. And he's not even going to argue the call. In game 1, we saw a lot of offsides being argued. There were 8 total offsides called in that game, and I'd say 6 of them had a pretty heated discussion. But not that time. It's Modo Guye. Working around the back. Badasilla. And a whistle. Free kick given for the Badgers halfway through the first half. And they'll play it short. Immediate pressure. Badgers able to get back on it. That's Papandene giving them all kinds of trouble, leading the charge from the front. And it's turned over. Ball ahead into the feet of JEUL. JEUL spinning on it. He's got space in the box, tries to center it. Great last-ditch stop. And the Badgers will try to build from the back. Through the middle, settled on the chest. Plays it into the space in front, running onto it. Defender gets there first, PA. Back to his keeper, JEUL. PA in the corner. Trying to play in combination with Sene to get free. They do down the line. Khalifa Sene now. Sam. Passes offline, taken away. Love to see the technique that these JEUL players have. Good control at the feet, good passing. That ball sent in from wide and right into the hands of JEUL. It's an attempted cross. Not a lot of targets for him. Grounded ball ahead, Sene. He lifts it on. That's a good ball ahead. Keeper comes out and clears it, and he had to there. I believe that was Khalifa Sene who was in on goal there if he doesn't. Alert goalkeeping. Throw into Sam. Badgers will clear it a little bit, but taken away once again at the back. This is Moore, and it's out for a Badgers throw. Star International Academy, the site for the Olympian. Game 1 saw Badgers Blue fall 3-2 to Kalamazoo United. We'll see Badgers Black and Badgers Blue face each other in the nightcap later. Whistle on JEUL, an interesting whistle given that Nelvis Nda hasn't blown his whistle a whole lot here in this first half. Badgers going to get it in quickly. He's going to try to chip in from distance. Oh my goodness. Just a little over the bar. Opportunistic, but definitely seen worse takes from that distance in that situation. Had Dongo Diao a little bit nervous. Maybe cleared the bar by about a foot. I think it was under the football crossbar. So not off by much. There will be a goal kick to JEUL as we've played about the first 20 minutes of this first half. Just the one goal in it. Abamassar Diao. Put the visitors in front. Sent on down the line. Khalifa Sene gets there first, but his touch is long and out for a throw-in. Badgers yet to test Ndongo Diao. And frankly, Jeff JEUL haven't really given the Badgers a whole lot of shots on frame, but they have a lot of pressure, a lot of possession, and they've made them have to make plays like that one. They put it out for a corner. Second corner of the match for Jeff JEUL. They very closely missed out on a second goal on the corner earlier. Ball pinged off the upright after a good ball in from that man, Yusu Sam. And it will be Sam once again, this time from the far corner to swing it in with the right. 5 men in the box. Another good corner. That one headed out. Much better defending from the Badgers on that one. Jumping in on it to get it back into play is Guye, and Jeff JEUL take it back. We're going to have a whistle. And Badgers incredulous, but both the linesman and the center ref agreed. There was too much contact. Diao was sent to the turf, and now it'll be a free kick. About 20 yards from the end line. Out on this near touchline. They're going to bring one in short. They got 5 others in the box or running towards the box right now. They might be setting up a 6th. They're going to play it short. Diao, oh my, he missed that one wildly. Excuse me, that's Abdou Sene, rather. Good work to free him off the initial free kick. A couple of short passes between him and Diao just to open it up. And then what should have been just a high floated cross just was nowhere near anyone. Just a gross mishit from Sene. He'd probably tell you the same thing. Badgers struggling to maintain any kind of possession for more than a moment. That's been the story of the first half. The one goal scored was not a particularly impressive goal. It was mostly a defensive breakdown. Just a long ball in, the keeper and the defender not on the same page, and Papa Massar Diao took advantage. But it really has been mostly Jeff JEUL in possession and in control so far. Even if they haven't been able to put it together in the final third to really test the keeper more than a couple of times. Battle forward in the midfield, knocked up in the air to the back line. Diao getting up to it, trying to head it ahead. Still in the air. Diao gonna win the race and fires. Oh, what a goal! Oh my goodness, Papa Massar Diao! On the half volley. Demonstrating his quality. He's got 2. 2-0 to Jeff JEUL. This Jeff JEUL side have demonstrated their superiority in the air multiple times already. They're winning headers. When that ball is above the waist, they're just more comfortable with the aerial game. And it's the same principle as in a basketball game. If you can play above the rim, you add a completely new dimension to the game that your opponents might not be able to counter. And these Jeff JEUL players are so comfortable with the ball in the air. They play passes to each other on the half volley. They go up and win those 50-50 balls in the air. And that right there was just a piece of individual brilliance from Diao. Gets it to himself on the half volley and just buries it to make it 2-0 and a foul. Coming up in the final 5 minutes of this first half. They're going to get it on quickly to Diao. He'll settle it Look for the aerial cross. Drops it into the corner, and it's headed down and out for a corner. I believe that is by Moore. He's going to run over to the corner and get it in quickly, but substitute for the Badgers. Just a few minutes left in this first half. And the men in blue lead this one 2-0. Short corner down the goal line. They're going to get in the grounded cross, and it's scooped up by the keeper. Trying to play in that short corner down the goal line to try to get the defenders to commit, and then you play that grounded ball, that slotted ball in the spaces between them, but the defenders were able to get in the way that time. But Jeff JEUL back in possession. Good tackle coming the other way. Badgers down 2, haven't really been able to establish much of anything in this first half. That ball all the way through, but Nongo Diao will lay claim to it. Short punt right in front of his man into the space. Good quality on that. Sene tries to get it through. It's knocked down and off of Sene and out for a throw. Badgers get the throw in. Spinning out of the traffic. Trying to keep close, grounded control. That's a nice move to get free. But a good sliding challenge. They're going to play him all the way through. Diao, he wants a third maybe. He's almost skipped past the keeper, but a good stop. Keeper got the ball. And Diao is down. The goalkeeper did not touch him, I don't think. I don't think the keeper got a piece of him at all. I think the keeper only got the ball. And if Diao tripped over anything, it was the ball. Obviously, that's just my perspective from up here. Replay's proven me wrong on those sorts of things before, but it did not look like Diao took contact from the keeper. Just a few minutes left in this first half. I want to remind you that we're going to be here all day. This is just game 2 of 6 on our Saturday schedule, the Olympian Mortgage Badgers Cup. And Nelvis and Da is going to get the attention of the bench. Our third game will feature Kalamazoo United against 313 FC. We haven't seen them yet. Kalamazoo United winners in game 1 against Badgers Blue, 3-2. Badgers Blue will have their redemption opportunity against this Jeff JEUL side, 7:45, and then at 9 o'clock, Jeff JEUL will immediately jump back into the fray to take on 313 FC before our intra-squad Badgers scrimmage to close it out. Black versus blue. So Diao has been told he has to sub out because he did stop the game for an extended injury timeout, and now he's wandered down to midfield and has asked the official to let him back in, which the official has obliged. So into the final couple of minutes, with the injury stoppage, we're only a couple of minutes from halftime. And Jeff JEUL in control, leading 2-0 by the majority possession. All of the opportunities. Just been the better side so far through the first half hour, and that's a challenge that took the legs away from Khalifa Sene. And now it'll be a free kick for Jeff JEUL as they try to maybe add one more before the break. Not all up on that line. So I'm not sure if they're going to try to drop this one in. They're going to play it outside and then send it over the top. Headed on into the path. Diao. That's Sene, excuse me, Sene. able to recover, try to get it back in across. It pings off the defender. And now the Badgers might have one more chance here. They're going to send it down the line, but it's immediately taken away by Guillet. Guillet was the one who was trying to play that ball in over the top. They love to play this short pass. That's a foul. They love to play the short pass off of these free kicks. It changes the shape of the defense. That's why you'll see teams do these short passes before actually sending the ball in off of a free kick. So they want the defense to move. They think that it can create more interesting and useful space than maybe off a more direct path into the box. And it also makes the defenders have to respect it. You have to have someone paying attention to the short man. It'll be Yuso Sam. He's got Guillet off to his right. Sam will play short. And Jeff JEUL far more interested in playing at feet off of these free kicks, which is interesting considering how well they've done with the ball in the air so far. Turned over by Sene, and here come the Badgers trying to push. Good collapsing defense from Sene to get back to it. And Sene gets his leg taken away from him. And they've called the whistle. It'll be a free kick. We've played 30 minutes, but I'm going to imagine a couple extra minutes of stoppage time here due to that extended stop for Diao. Here's Sene. Looking to throw in to Khalifa Sene. Taken away by the Badgers, taken right back by Jeff JEUL. Here comes Sam, and he's way offside. No real argument about that one. It's been a rough first half for this Badgers squad. Long ball over the top, headed up in the air, cleared straight up into the air by Batacella. And they're still fighting for it in the box, and JEUL has to come up to it, and there's going to be a big coming together. He's giving away a penalty. I think they're going to get Ndongo Diao. They're going to say he wasn't playing the ball, he was playing the man, and a penalty's been given away. Not the kind of mistake you want to make in the dying seconds of the first half after it's been such a good half for you if you're Jeff JEUL, but a loose ball in the box, keeper comes up to it. Keeper is entitled to the ball just like anybody else, but he also has to follow the laws of the game. And in the opinion of the referee, keeper came in too strong and took out the man without getting the ball. So it'll be a 12-yard spot kick for for Detroit Badgers as they try to bring one back before halftime. Free kick, and he scored it. Owen Hemmett has put Detroit Badgers on the board. So the Badgers given a gift right before halftime to trim the deficit to 1. And that's going to take us right to the break. 30 minutes gone. Second half coming up. You're watching the Olympian Mortgage Badger Cup live on YouTube.
Carol, I'll be back.
Okay. Oh, I'm relaxing for a minute.
It's halftime here at Star International Academy. 2-1, Jeff JEUL leading Detroit Badgers black at the Badgers Cup, live on YouTube.
You're on mute.
Second half between Detroit Badgers Black and JEUL. Here at the Olympian Mortgage Badgers Cup. Game 2 of 11 for the weekend, game 2 of 6 for day 1. All these teams going to play 4 over the course of the weekend. This is the first for both of these teams trying to get off on the right foot. Top 2 of the 5 teams in the tournament will play in the final tomorrow night. Detroit Badgers in the all black. JEUL in the blue and white. JEUL leading 2-1. Owen Emmett's penalty with the final kick of the first half, bringing Badgers back to within 1 after they were pretty much outmatched the entire first 30 minutes. Here comes JEUL again. Sané trying to get the cross in, and it's behind the goal. We have a Badger down. Looks like they're summoning some staff from the bench. Each player is up. He's walking off with some help. Trying to make out who it is. Can't quite tell. Will be a goal kick for the Badgers. Second half just underway. They trail 2-1. Ball through the middle and immediately turned over again. Sam. Turned over, Badgers trying to move through the middle now. Nice little combination play. Ball on through the split, cleared away. They'll be out for a throw. Throw it in quickly and immediately taken away. Trying to push his Sané, and he is fouled from behind. And the referee doesn't like it. Nelson Da will issue the yellow card. JEUL will once again get it in quickly. Trying to drive it in from across. Has a shot from the top of the box. It's just wide. Haba Ndene driving in from the left. Centers it. Grounded ball back to the near post. Just about a foot wide. So Sam gets caught by a pair of defenders. Badgers with it once again. They trail 2-1. Lost it in the middle. Sané on. Shot from the box. It's wide again. I believe that's Ndene again. And JEUL's arguing that it touched off a Badger, and they're going to win that argument. It is going to be a corner. Ndene will send it in. Low driven cross. Up in the air at the 6. Knocked down. Open goal! Bonacilla, the defender. The clearance didn't clear it. It stayed between the 6 and the penalty spot. Bounded around the box. The Badgers couldn't get it cleared. It fell right into the feet of Silla, who had as open a look at goal as you're going to get. And Jeff JEUL's lead goes back up to 2. It's 3-1. Detroit Badgers going to have to find some answers here. Now into this second half. A game with their best opportunity. Came off a foul in the box in stoppage time at the end of the first. Ball through the split. Sene trying to center it. The clearance back to Sene down the line, sends it across. It's a little bit high for Bailly Moore. Moore chips it up over the defender. Oh, that's a great ball in. The header is wide from Sene. That is a clever pass from Bailly Moore. Chips it over 2 defenders right into the head of Sene. He just couldn't get it to go on frame. Jeff JEUL continuing to assert themselves as they lead 3-1. Turnover in the midfield. Badgers looking for any kind of answer right now, any kind of life offensively. Ball's just sent away by Silla. Jeff JEUL collapsing on ball handlers well, creating turnovers. Ball over the top, and he's offside, Sene. Sene been a big part of the attack. That free kick is cleared out by Silla. Badgers turn it over off the throw, and they've just not been able to string any passes together. They only have the ball for a couple of seconds at a time, it seems. Long ball out of the defense, and keeper comes out. Diao just puts it into touch. So maybe something here for the Badgers. Chance for a long throw. Throw-in is immediately headed away by Sam. Back into the box and cleared into the corner. Ball rolls out for a corner, apparently. At least one official indicated the ball rolled out over the end line. So the Badgers will get a corner, going to be swung in from the far side. Short corner, nowhere near anyone, cleared away. The second ball is headed out. It's going to be a high kick on Detroit. Change in for Jeff JEUL. And that's Serene Fall, who has just checked in. Sene tries to send it through the split. Being whistle, the foul. Dude, that's Atamane Dia. Foul's going to be on Detroit. Quick ball in. Sene on the right side of the box. Works it back to the top. And cleared. Trying to settle it by Emor. Jeff JEUL still putting pressure on. Deep cross. And Fall cannot keep it in. Just trying to save it, corral it back in across. But nothing doing. It's out for a goal kick. Off the goal kick immediately, Badgers drawing the double team. Just not showing for each other well. Coming together in the midfield, no whistle. Trying to play in combination on this near side. Nice dribbling through the space, dumped along into the corner, and offside. Just when it looked like Detroit might be building something, they pick up the infraction. Quick ball in over the top, and he's on. He's clear. Dia touches past the keeper. Dia for goal, and it's in! Defender couldn't save it. Off the free kick, the defense kept napping. A simple ball over the top. Dia runs onto it and scores. And you have to imagine that that will be enough. In a game where the Badgers have frankly looked listless at times. And they're arguing about whether or not he was onside, but frankly, it doesn't matter much. Badgers have created nothing aside from a penalty. And Jeff JEUL have taken advantage of their opportunities. Dio has 2, Silla 1, and Dio 1. Still some kind of conversation going on between official and players. Now they finally get the ball rolling again. As we approach the halfway point of the second half and trying again to play in combination, but there's just nothing there. They're not showing for each other. They're not moving off the ball well at all. Ball flicked on into the path of Sene. Sene tries to center it. Khalifa Sene now. Poked the eye off his toe. Badgers trying to work the ball out of the back. Jeff JEUL providing pressure at every opportunity. Finally, it's just cleared. For Jeff JEUL, that's exactly what you wanted to do. You want to put the pressure on them, force them to just clear it out, because you feel like how you're going to win opportunities. You're going to have shots like that one. Punched, saved. Khalifa Sene on the attempt. Jeff JEUL back in possession. Flicked back into the corner. Just able to keep it in. Cross comes in, bounding into the arms of the keeper. We've played 3/4 of a match, 45 minutes. And it's 4-1. And it's very much felt that way for some time now. Ball headed along, settled in at the feet of Sene, well defended to get it off his foot. Khalifa Sene is going to send that one short and outside. Sam, we're going to work it back into the defense. No reason for the blue and white to be in a hurry. They lead by 3 and they've been dominant. Trying to take on the defender and he rolls it out for a goal kick. Game 3 coming up next. 313 FC taking on Kalamazoo United. Live here on YouTube. Expected kickoff time for that one is 5:30. We're going to launch right into game after game this evening. First half of the day, we're going to have gaps between these games due to the 3-on-3 tournament. Here's another opportunity for Jeff JEUL, and it's 5-1. Boomba Berry. Haven't called his name. I believe he's just come into the match. Taking advantage. It's 5-1. And Jeff JEUL just playing now. Thoroughly outclassing this Badgers squad right now. They've had no response. A striking lack of energy. No real crispness, no quality from the Badgers in this one. And they're lucky they've got 3 more matches coming up to try to fix it, because they have not impressed at all in their first appearance at the Badger Cup. This Jeff JEUL squad, for their part, has been nothing but impressive. They're going to try again, headed down for the near post, and blocked. And the second attempt by Sene is wide. And that's one of the challenges of being down 5-1. You still have to find a way to play with some level of energy. That one just cleared into row Z by Scylla. But you have to find something to play for. You have to dig deep. Because every minute you get out here is an opportunity to improve as a team, and that sounds really trite, but that is the reality. You only get so many minutes of live action against another team, and even in a game like this one, where the game is pretty definitively over, every pass, every move, every piece of play is an opportunity to develop some chemistry, maybe see something from your teammates. So you have to keep going. And if you're Jeff JEUL, goal differential is a thing in this tournament. So it is of interest to you to keep scoring if you can. Free kick here. Gonna get it in, and pretty easily saved by Diallo. That one on frame at least, though. And I believe that is the first shot on target for the Badgers in this game, other than the penalty. Barry got caught by the turf monster. He's appealing for a foul, but no foul to be given. The final 10 minutes back in. Both teams just kind of seeing this one out to some extent, but again, you have to keep it going. Every goal matters here potentially. Only the top 2 advance. That's a good slotted ball and a better clearance there from Guille. but at least it goes out for a corner. If you can even just shave a goal off of your goal differential, if you're this Badgers team, that is something worth doing. For Jeff JEUL, you just want to maintain what you have. Don't get sloppy here. You're playing well. You get to play loose in a game like this, but don't let that loose play become careless. If you allow a goal or two down the stretch, all of a sudden this win goes from being +4 in goal differential to being not quite as helpful. You also have to remember the other teams will play the same teams you play, so gotta get as many goals as you can, and that's gonna be an infraction in the box, a handball on the Badgers. Jeff JEUL will work this one down the outside, over the top, in on a run, and he's outside the box! He's outside the box and he's handled it! He was well outside the box when he grabbed that ball, lost his place completely. He was definitively outside the box when he first touched that ball. He can protest all he likes, but he was way outside the box. It's a free kick for Jeff JEUL outside the penalty area, 19 yards from goal, dead center. And that is just one of those mistakes that you just do not want to see at this level. Like, you have to be mindful of where your box is. And now the referee's going to pace off the 10 yards. Three men in the wall. They're going to get it in quickly. The roll is blocked. I think that's a situation where maybe you just want to have the shot instead of trying to roll it when you know the wall's going to be running in. But Jeff JEUL, they like to play fast. They don't like to sit on those free kicks. They like to get the ball in as quickly as possible. Turning and striking, and it's through the uprights, but no points for Yuso Sam. A rough outing for this Badgers team. They'll get another goal kick. And now they can't even string together a pass off the goal kick. Taken away by Sene. Sene, he's going to tee it up and have a go. It's blocked. It's a brave block. Khalifa Sene. But when we say the Badgers are struggling to even string passes together, they're struggling to get a grounded pass off a goal kick, and that's a clumsy tackle. And that might be worth a card. He didn't get anywhere near the ball, but referee's going to let it go, and no one seems to be arguing with him. That's a ball that's supposed to be over the top if you're the Badgers. That's a ball that's supposed to be over the top into the space the guys can run on into. But it's almost like every ball is just duffed. They hit the top half of the ball and it doesn't go anywhere. It's almost like they're unfamiliar with the turf. It's a very, very odd the way that the Badgers have interacted with the ball in this game. Struck from distance, high and wide. Not a great deal high or a great deal wide, but we all knew off the strike it wasn't going in. Into the 54th minute. Badgers making changes. Badgers Black are going to have to sharpen it up. As they will have a match with Badgers Blue later on tonight. Badgers Blue disappointed in their result as well. They lost 3-2. They were up 2-0 late in the second. Gave away 3 goals in the final 15 minutes to lose to Kalamazoo United. And now Nelvis Daw is going to issue yellow cards to a couple of guys who are talking. Just Daw losing his patience a little bit with some of the players and their lines of questioning towards him. He's looked at 2 players. It was unclear who he exactly is flashing the yellow to, not that it maybe particularly matters. But trying to see out the final few minutes of a blowout as an official can be a challenge, especially when tensions and tempers can flare, frustrations. Badgers trying to make a move here. Walking into the double team, taken away. Sam plays down the line. Ball over the top. Wasn't as deep as it needed to be. Sene will retreat to it if the defender got a piece of it. They're going to swing it outside and send it across. Barry fell trying to get to the ball. There's the case for some stoppage time here, but I don't think anyone necessarily wants there to be stoppage time. That one's struck and nowhere near anything. Yuso Sene. And there's that kind of carelessness settling in that sometimes happens to teams when they're way up. They settle for bad shots. When you feel like everything's going in, you might snap at the first thing you see instead of working for a better chance, and that's what Sene's done there. But still, obviously, an excellent performance from Jeff JEUL. The better team for certain. Lots of opportunities, and they took their best ones too. They didn't leave their best opportunities hanging. The way that sometimes teams do in a match like this. Their best chances are the ones that they put into the net. Nice little individual skill from Sam to kind of dribble around the defender, and he's knocked to the ground. Ball's turned over. Ball played into the ground. Badgers trying to move through the space, create something, trying to one-man him, and he had help on the outside. Not sure why he tried to go back inside of it, and it's out for a throw. About 2 minutes left of regular time. Really up to Nelvis Daw how much stoppage time he wants to award. And I think for Badgers Black, they're going to want to get to the end of this one, get back to the drawing board, and see what they need to do differently if they're going to get some points tonight against Badgers Blue. One of the most anticipated games of the day. The inter-squad clash between the 2 Detroit Badgers teams, and both of them will need the win tonight too, because both of them will be on 0 points after their first game. Kalamazoo United taking on 313 FC next. There will be some more 3-on-3 youth games here on this field first, but then once those are completed, they'll be back to the Senior Cup. We'll get a first look at 313. Kalamazoo United obviously won their first game against Blue 3-2 earlier. Intercepted, and here come the Badgers. Walks it into the box, and keeper makes the play. Defender shielding him off. Good work from Bayi Moore, I believe. And now he is down. Daw gonna come check on him. Final seconds of regular time tick away. Dawes going to make Jeff JEUL make a change. And apparently he's changed his mind. Now he's just going to let them play on. Just into stoppage time now. By the letter of the law, probably should be about 3 minutes worth. Ball rolls out for a throw. And they're not even going to worry about stoppage time. We're going to get out of here. Jeff JEUL 5, Detroit Badgers Black 1. As the Badgers Cup rolls on, the third match coming up. But for now, Jeff JEUL winners here, 5-1 over Detroit Badgers Black. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been Colton Wesley, and we'll be back at 5:30 for more of the Olympian Mortgage Badgers Cup live on YouTube.